Well, the 30 years have been interesting, and I really enjoy the technology. So the technology side of the business has always been fun. The business side of the business has been up and down, and there's been good times and bad times, but I guess all I can say is it's been an exciting ride. I think what keeps a product fresh really is new development. In development, we're always balancing keeping the product stable, fixing bugs, making our core functionality strong. But at the same time, it's like in any organization, new blood, new people helps keep the organization fresh and alive. And a product, new development keeps it fresh and alive. And so now, as we announced again in the conference this year, we're venturing into the CAE space. And I feel like there's a broad enough range of applications that we can release over time in the CAE area that's going to continue to energize the product for a long time. 2019, what characterizes this release for me is that we did so many small enhancements and improvements. It was maybe more than 800 improvements. And I think that adds up to a product that feels better. There are a few major improvements that I feel like were pretty nice, but I suppose what characterizes this release 2019 for me is that we had so many sort of brush-up type items that I think will, cumulatively result in an overall improved user experience with the product. In 1 to 2 years, our key focus will be one on mold design. We've had mold design for a long time, but addressing it in an even more advanced way, improving the workflow, and adding even more features. Another will be accelerating our progress in CAM development, especially improving drastically our 2-axis milling capability by making it 3D aware. So we'll be taking some of our 3D milling technology and putting it into 2-axis milling in ways that will make it considerably more powerful. And we'll be continuing to address putting more focus into mill turn, machining simulation. Back on the CAD side, I would say maybe 3 main topics would be making it easier to create large assemblies, mainly as much as addressing the speed of that, addressing the workflow to make it simpler, and also selective history regen, and improving the speed of our drawing layout of very large assemblies. Those are the key topics. So I think the way we're addressing IoT and the future of implementing IoT is integrating CAE technology with our CAD software. CAE allows us to use the digital CAD model to simulate the behavior of the physical product. IoT provides smart sensors that can provide data back to our CAD system, but we can't do much with that data in terms of improving the design of the product or optimizing its behavior unless we have simulation capability or physics-based simulation. And that's what we're integrating now. And so integrating CAE is the next step for us to address IoT. So I think the main challenge will be making it easy to use. CAE traditionally is perceived by customers as hard to use for good reasons. One thing we will do to make it easier to use is we will do our best to hide from the customer the generation of the finite element mesh and do the mesh generation automatically without requiring input from the customer. The other thing is finite element or CAE traditionally has had many options, many parameters that the user has to review and maybe adjust or set before he does the analysis. We'll be providing a minimal set of parameters with good default settings so the user can get an initial analysis with minimal input. And then if he wants to drill down later and fine-tune the parameters, he'll have that capability. But up front, we'll be doing as much as we can to simplify the user interface. And that'll be the key factor for making our CAE great. I think we have a long history in ZWSOFT of making high-end technology easier to use. We've proven we can do that in modeling. When we started writing parametric modeling 30 years ago, there was only one other system that did it, and that system did not have advanced capability like Class A surfacing. It did not have integrated CAM. It did not have integrated mold design. And we did all those things in a way that small to medium-sized businesses that were our primary customers, as us being a smaller company also, were able to learn it with minimal training. So I have confidence that we can do the same thing with CAE. And the ease of use is, again, as I mentioned in the previous question, ease of use will be the primary consideration. Yeah, I have confidence. We've been providing high-end functionality at an affordable price for 30 years. So I have a pretty good idea with this technology how much manpower it takes for us to develop it and to support it relative to other products we do like parametric modeling and our manufacturing technology, manufacturing software. So based on that experience, I'm confident that we can develop CAE and release it at an affordable price points that are similar to our other products. We're excited about ZWSIM. Of course, our first simulation module is in electromagnetics. Electromagnetics is an area that analysis is increasingly applicable to today's products. Today, consumer products, traditional mechanical products, all of them now include electronics. More and more they're connected through GPS systems, through the internet. They're providing sensory gathering and providing data from smart sensors. All of that involves electromagnetic signals. So electromagnetic analysis for me is really cool area to release first. So we're releasing that this year. That will be followed by next year releasing stress and thermal analysis, which is sort of more traditional in the mechanical engineering area, which is where a lot of our customers operate. So that'll be great for them. It's what they've been waiting for. Following that, we'll be focused on not stress analysis, not just for smaller connected structures, but for dynamic assemblies. And then following that, we'll be focused on fluid flow analysis. That will cover most of the key analysis areas that engineers are interested in, and that'll keep us busy for a while. The members of my team in the U.S., we've worked together depending on the guy, from anywhere from 20 years to 30 years. So all of us have been together for a long time. Probably the majority of my guys have PhDs in applied mathematics, geometric modeling, or a master's degree in some form of engineering or computer science. So they have a lot of education and they're really smart guys. At this point, though, what may count most for my team is we have a lot of experience, and we work well together. If we had not worked well together, we would still not be together, like a marriage. So I love the guys I work with. I super respect their capability. They're very creative. They're extremely intelligent, and they have as much experience in this industry as anyone in the world. And I consider them the best in the world. You know, I think the unforgettable moments were maybe more than a single moment, a class of moments, which was when we would go to trade show and show our product, and we added some new capability. For us to be, at that time, a smaller company and have these guys from very large companies come by and see what we did and see their eyes get big and see the worry come over their face when they realized the capability that we had as a small player in the industry. So that was always kind of fun and enjoyable for me. Our collaboration has been great. From the very beginning, we've had, I believe, a great relationship. I think the team members on both sides in China and in the US are sincere people. Everyone is bright and creative. Sometimes there's been a little communication difficulty, not in terms of not agreeing with each other, but just the English language capability. But overall, it's been good. Can't complain. Well, I expect our R&D team to work hard, but no, I expect growth. The new engineers that have been hired are really bright people, and they're smart, and already some of the ones that have been hired maybe a couple of years ago are very productive and making good contributions to the product. So CAD/CAM technology is fairly complex, so it takes more ramp-up time, maybe more learning curve to be an effective developer with our technology than maybe other types of software. But the new engineers have shown an ability to come up to speed fairly quickly. So I think with each year going forward, you'll see a good acceleration in our development, our speed or the amount of development that we produce. I really appreciate you joining us, and I appreciate your hard work, and I look forward to us working together for a long time. Nobody goes to another company. You stay at ZWSOFT, you'll be happy, you'll be able to make a great contribution to the world. And thanks for your endeavors, and look forward to a bright future together. Guys, I love you and I appreciate you. I think you're the best.